Hello and welcome to the Boise State Arena. My name is Dallin. Today we're going to be doing Mountain West Conference. I am joined by my wonderful co-host, Jeremy, who you will soon see in a moment. But Mountain West Conference is going to be Boise State versus University of Nevada, best of three. And they're both they're both doing, I think, very well so far this season. Boise State, we saw them last week go against University. What happened to him? Oh no. Okay, well, Okay, so last week, Boise State went against University of Hawaii, and I'll say it. It was a little bit of a stomp. It was Lotus, I believe it was 13-5, and then it was Haven 13, I think also to 5. They had a very strong performance against University of Hawaii, and I want to see them continue with all this momentum that we have so far. But as we're getting into this first game, maps are always, very important in terms of like how well teams are able to coordinate. And as we go into this first map, I believe, okay, here we go. It looks like we've got split. Boise choosing defense, Lotus, Boise choosing defense, and Haven. All right. Split as the first map. It's a pretty decent map. It's not like my absolute favorite. It's all right, I suppose. Not going to be seeing Bind, Fracture, Abyss, Pearl. Some of those I'm not so surprised by. Bind, I'm a little shocked. I guess sometimes you got to recognize just how well another team's able to perform. That's why Nevada chose to ban it. Fracture is often not the most played, so Split. Picks-wise, I'm imagining we'll probably see, I'm guessing maybe a Cypher. Smokes-wise, you could probably go with a Viper here, probably an Omen. There's a lot of usual standard picks here. It's not a lot of variety that we see on that map specifically. But sometimes it's not about, being variety. It's about, like, making sure that your team is, like, actually most prepared in terms of, like, comp. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by Jeremy. He's got glowing red eyes. Oh, horrifying. Well, I'm just gonna pretend that he's not there. I don't know what happened to him, man. It's a little bit uncomfortable. But last week, University of Hawaii was a very strong performance for Boise State. But before that, San Jose, not as well. Yeah, there we go. We're seeing it now. Chamber, a little bit of a surprise from Sky being pulled out. Usually Sky is the one to play Duelist, usually the Yoru, so it's a little bit of an off pick I'm okay with. Rariana picking the Viper. Going to be double smokes, Prestige on Sky, or Sky on Chamber, and Skelesis on Raze. Meanwhile, side of Nevada, I'm seeing something. Okay. Huh? Yeah, lock it in. Lock it in, J-Dub. Come on. For me? Come on. You want to. But we've also got Garza, who's probably going to lock in Jet, Lobster on the Omen, Sand Toast on the Breach, and Sanzi on the... Yes! This is a big win for the Dal Nation. We love a Yoru pick. We love it. So Nevada's going to be deciding that they're going to go no Sentinel in this first round. And considering, I believe that Nevada's going to be going on attack first, they've got to be hoping that they get as many rounds as they possibly can here, because it's going to be a little bit more tough for them in the second half. Going into this, though, J-Dub, I'm proud of you. I love a good Yoru pick. Usually Sky's the one to do it for our team, but, I will pop off for whoever does it anywhere. Well, double smokes, I believe, from both teams coming out, which is not super surprising. Viper on this map can be a little bit more universal in terms of how you prepare the defense wall. Can block off both mid and a side at the same time. Yeah, so Nevada's going to be on attack first. So they got to hope they can get as many rounds as they possibly can. Master preparing, along with Skelesis on this A site. And it looks like Nevada is prepared to get as many people as they can to push A. Breach prepared with the stun Heaven. Doesn't find it. Master's ready. Here they come. 3 Nevada State players, or 3 University of Nevada players pushing up. Master takes out the Euro decoy. Not falling for that. Not today. Sky ready for someone to push through that Viper wall. That's what we're talking about. Flash goes out. Sky able to take out Garza. Also J-Dub there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the flash went out before or after. Prestige, you got to back up, man. You're only 9 HP. Jeez. Sends out the stun dog. Multiple players pretty low here. It's going to be a 3v2. Riviana and Blobster getting a little bit of a trade. Blobster on a 3K, and Santos is going to turn this around from a 3v2 to a 0v2. Wow. Very contentious first round. A lot of people got very low there. And it looks like in terms of buys, going to be seeing a lot of Spectres, some Bulldogs. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Meanwhile, outside of Boise State, some Classics, some Sheriffs. Sometimes you get a, you know, you get that feeling, nah, this is the round I hit it with the Sheriff. So we'll see if Skelos is able to actually pull it off this round. Here we go. Skelos is getting ready to pop this nade right off the bat. Doesn't hear anything quite yet, so holds off. But unbeknownst to him, the entirety of Nevada is already there. Sees the clone go in. Multiple Nevada players already pushing through. Able to take one. Lobster still holding that angle, though. This could be really bad for Skelos if he doesn't check it. But the dog does for him. TP's out with the stun. It's a gun diff. It's a gun diff. Spectre able to take out Skelos there. Garza. Wow. Garza getting right-clicked there by Rariana. And we leave this in a 2v2 now, or a 3v1. All up to Sky, and yeah, straight through the smoke. Sometimes you just come to expect that people will be trying to push it at heaven. Not much else you can do there. Pretty decent round there for Nevada, able to save a lot of guns. And just looking at this replay, there was good communications here, but it was just simply a gun diff. You know, Spectre going against a Sheriff at that close of a range, it's usually going to go in the Spectre's favor, even if you are a little bit stunned. Now we're going to be seeing a little bit more of an even round here. Garza and Santos were both taken out last round, so they're going to be forced to buy Sheriffs here into a Vandals brought out by Boise State. Takes 2 right off the bat thanks to Sky. There's still 2 more down there from Nevada. They're going to be a little too scared to push this, I think. Sends the flash. Jump TP for a little bit of recon. Doesn't see anyone, though, I don't believe. Sends out the decoy.
Spike down mid.
J-Dub and Sky both taking a pick each. Going to leave this in a 4v2. Both Nevada players kind of stuck in that opening. Sends a TP back. Siege getting a little... Yeah. I think that you could see the legs there thanks to that smoke overhead. Not the Viper one. Master able to trade one out. And there we go. That's going to be Boise State taking their first round this game. 1v2. Good round there from both teams. Both teams. There's just a lot of mid control there that round. Obviously that's something you really, really want to have. Is mid control on this map. If no player is going to be picking stage, so you can't just instantly wall it off and pretend like mid doesn't exist. It's going to be a war zone most rounds. Sky choosing to use the ult this round. A lot of players from Nevada preparing to push through to B site. Some still mid. It's actually pretty split. Just like the name of the map. Wait. Rariana shuts down any sort of push thanks to all the util. That's going to leave Nevada kind of forced to back off, regroup, reconsider where to push. And Boise State's going to be working off of that opportunity, kind of pushing up into their ground. Here goes Prestige with the dog. Doesn't see anyone. Does hear him though. Sky able to take one off with the ult as well. That's going to be huge. Here comes Yoro, prepared with the combo. But Sky was ready for that. Had the TP to get out of there. You got to be really scared of that Yoru Breach combo. If they're able to work well together and communicate, all of those sorts of, you know, just...
30 seconds
okay.
left.
Even Jeremy was confused about that one, but sure. Ray Rihanna taking out Santos, not able to clear all the angles in time. 4v3 here. Ray Rihanna trying to find some sort of pick here. Prestige flashing those angles. Jada able to take a quick 2K. Zanzi as well. It's going to be a 3v1. Ray Rihanna. Got to push through this. Takes one. Just praying to find a random shot here. Can't do it. Oh! Wow. I don't think you're going to have time, though. Very well played, though, by Ray Rihanna. Wow. You know, at that point, it just becomes a matter of who has the better util for the post plant, and in that case, it's hard to stack up against the Viper ult. Zanzi was able to basically shut down any sort of offense there from most players. Wow. Well, after that, it's going to be a lot of... I see a Bucky from J-Dub. I also see a Dimensional Drift from J-Dub. Let's see how that goes. Boise State players, beware. Meanwhile, Rayrion is going to be shutting down mid with an ult. Gotta get out of there. Oh, no way. No way. Master was ready for it. Had the TP out immediately to get out of the Bucky's range. Also blinded him just in time. Master with the stinger. Ray Rihanna's going to be there with a quick 2K. They have eyes on the spike. Santos on site. Immediately taken out here. It's going to be all up to Blobster. We backed off a little bit, but Ray Rihanna is going to be able to find it. There we go. 2v3 here. It's a very close game so far. I need to see this again. It was just very well played there. Both the blind and the TP to get out of there just immediately. As soon as you hear the noise. Very well played there by Master. 2v3 here. A lot of Sheriffs and Classics brought up by Nevada. They're going to have to save by. May also force them to take some angles that they usually wouldn't. Because when you're on this much of a gun differential, you got to play a little bit more risky. Prestige.
Scout destroyed.
Able to find one. Looks like Boise State wants to continue to push down through that. Scalasis with the judge is able to find one. Gets traded out by Garza. Sky there with the op. Meanwhile, on B site, Ray Rihanna is going to be able to take the last two. That's going to even up the score. Wow. Just like that. Well, after you lose on the save round, it's not that big of a deal. So that's going to mean Nevada's going to be able to buy up here a little bit more, which is nice. Meanwhile, Sky still holding on to that operator as well for Boise State. Could be a little bit of an issue. Especially with it being a chamber. Has the TP to get out here immediately. Yep, that's what you do. That's exactly what you do. You peek that angle, and win or lose, you just immediately, you dip. Nevada's going to be kind of forced to push through heaven now, since they aren't going to be able to push just through the regular opening. Meanwhile, a little bit of a flank here. Lobster is not ready for it. Skelis is able to take one. Skelis also takes one with ult. J-Dub gets taken out by Rairiana. Very well communicated flank there from Boise State. Rairiana popping off there. Skelis as well. Both a pick and one with ult as well. It's going to be looking up for Boise State. Rairiana doing exceptionally well so far. Only 14-2. It's hard to fight against this defense that's being held out by Rairiana so far. If you aren't able to get that spike down, you're going to be having a terrible time, and Viper, as a character, absolutely makes sure of that. Garza could be playing a little bit risky there with the Sheriff. A little bit of a mid push here, trying to gain some control. Prestige, watching the angle as well. Master holding off from ropes. It's going to be tricky. Smokes off. Master has a good flank here. If he's able to... Oh, no. J-Dub sees it coming with a Sheriff as well. That's going to be huge for Nevada here if they can keep that momentum going. Especially on a round where they're only buying Sheriffs and Classics. That's going to be pretty big for them.
Out of charges.
4v4 now. Nevada has some guns, but Skelis has the Phantom. Santos gets the trade on Skelis though. 3v3. Zanzi. Wow. It's going to be Skies all bunkered up alone in ropes. Just hoping that someone is foolish enough to try and switch between sites. And we just might be seeing it here. But is Sky ready for it? I'm starting to worry. Oh no! Oh no! Santos is able to take out Skies hiding in the ropes. Shorty it can be very powerful, but unfortunately, if the 2 shots aren't enough to kill, it leaves you in the world's most awkward position. And Prestige gets taken out by J-Dub. Gonna leave this in a 4v4. That's tough. That's tough. I think that round, honestly, it all just came down to J-Dub getting that first pick, and then they just took the momentum off of that, and then just slowly, gun by gun, were able to turn it around. Because if they weren't able to get that first pick off, I believe a lot of them only had Sheriffs, and it's really hard to try and push with just Sheriffs. Skelis. Very risky here. Yeah, you got to get out of there. Garza's not letting that happen, though. Left with just basically 1 HP, though. Prestige able to take one, leave another pretty low, but gets traded out. Skies. We've seen this before. Hopefully he goes a little bit better with an operator. Hello? Surely not. Oh, no. Use it unguarded. Sky's able to take one. And that's going to be Garza's cue to basically push that. And that's going to be another round for Nevada. Wow. A lot of this is just a lot of team communication so far. I mean, you see it in just basically, you know, you get that one pick and that, I mean, even if it's not a pick, it's just like a shot or a sound, then that's your cue to make the turnaround for the team. It's a little bit of trust involved, just a little bit of patience, a lot of, you know, teamwork. Master here, though, with a judge. Prepared for the worst. However, Garza is already up in mid. How did you get up there? That was fast. Rariana able to take out J-Dub. Here comes Blobster. Is weak, but Blobster finds the headshot first. Zanzi taking out Skelesis. Gets traded out by Sky. It's going to be a 2v2.
Spike planted.
Just waiting for whatever you can find here.
Last player standing.
Santos. Oh, barely will miss it thanks to gravity. Sky's a little freaked out right now. Understandably so. It's hard to put post lane against a breach, but Sky is able to take up Lobster. It's going to be a 1v1. It's a very winnable situation here. But Santos will be there first. Wow. Noticing a little bit of a theme here in terms of how this plays out, and it seems like a lot of the turnaround happens after post plant. And it's kind of a common rule. As soon as that plant gets down, it's going to be a lot more harder for you on defense to try and, you know, turn back or retake those sites. So you got to do everything in your power, you know, use that utility, like the Viper wall, to just wall off everyone. Make sure no one can get that plant down. It's going to be a little bit more difficult since you don't have a Tejo or a Breach from Boise State, but you got to take whatever you can get. J-Dub pops the flash, doesn't see anyone though. Oh no, Skelesis shoots the decoy, and suddenly you're not feeling too good about this. You're going to be popping all of your utility. J-Dub, get out of there. Or not J-Dub, Skelesis says get out of there. Garza, able to take one, gets traded out though. Here comes J-Dub. Uses the TP to get over there immediately, takes 2 picks. Wow. And that's going to be an easy clear sight there for Nevada. Have 3 ults to play with here. Boise State's going to have a rough time trying to turn this around. 2v4 now. Unless Rayon is somehow literally a miracle is able to pop off the ult in the middle of sight, it's going to be very rough. However, Rayon is able to take 1. But Blobster will be there. Plays that patient angle, waits for someone to push all the way around. Then you peek off of that from
Last round before the switch.
all the way back in A main. Sky's prepped with another operator though. Used the ultimate last round. Not quite done sniping though. (4v7) here. It's definitely not the worst case scenario, but you look at this ult economy here. 3 ults, 4 ults. It's going to be a pretty intense round. Nevada pushing up B side. Sky able to take 1 with the op. Prestige will be there as well to take out J-Dub. Prestige preps the Trailblazer. Here we go.
Scout destroyed.
Hears him, but doesn't see him. And this one, you just kind of hold down on that B angle. Nevada kind of takes the cue that maybe someone is going to be trying to attempt to flank from mid. But they find out. That's right, it's a Rariana ult once again at mid. It's really hard to try and fight against that. Has the power to be more effective than a Sage Wall. It's basically like a permanent Sage Wall, really. Rariana is able to take 2 out. Wow.
30 seconds.
And that's going to leave Blobster alone to plant on A site. Do you do the 1v5 here? Is able to dodge the ult. Here comes the nade. But Skelesis is not having it. Just pops all the util. There you go. Yeah, but I got to see that Rariana ult, though. That was insane. Uses the Sky ultimate to try and kind of figure out where both players are. Here's the reload as well to take out Santos. Just exceptionally played there. Wow. And now it's the start of a new half. Let's kind of see what the strat is. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of small shields, and then from Nevada, some ghosts. Maybe a little bit of a sheriff there from Euro. I don't know. I'll have to see how that plays out. This will be interesting. Boise State prepared to push into this A site. I mean, and as terms of halves go, Nevada, I mean, I said it at the beginning, they had to hope to get as many rounds as they possibly get in that first half just because they don't have any Sentinels to play for the second half. However, in terms of this first round, it looks like Nevada has kind of got Boise State beat. 3-5 now. Prestige has a good position, is able to take out one. Yeah, maybe not so good of a position as I initially imagined. Scalasis, though. Maybe able to find something, I don't know. Takes one, throws the nade. Surely not. Surely not. There's no way this works. Okay. It would have been insane. I saw the vision there. You popped the nade to get them out of there. But unfortunately, there's only so much you can expect. And when it comes to someone flanking you through that ropes on the other side from B or A, you know, there's only so much you can do. Wow. That is a lot of guns. You got a Judge, you got a Marshall, Phantom. That is a lot of wide variety for round two. Okay. Nevada's getting a little crazy. Yeah, okay. Marshall. I felt that one personally. Here comes Scalasis with the Sheriff. Hoping to get a little bit of an off angle here. Playing that smoke, though. Sends the decoy. Nobody's falling for that. Nuh-uh. Throws the nade. This could be bad for Zanzi. Barely able to tank it. Oh, that's just 1 HP, honestly, I think. Flash goes out. You got to back off a little bit. They know that Santos is playing from heaven there. That's going to be really awkward. Zanzi is able to take out 1, 2 on just 1 HP. Just to some lucky headshots through smoke. I'd be so mad. Wow. Skies gets taken out by Garza as well. Master's not able to find one either, and that's going to be a flawless round from Nevada. I mean, you come to expect it from a round two, and especially with, you know, all of the guns that they had prepared. Marshall on round two, I mean, no matter how many times you see it, I don't think people recognize how strong it is on a round two. If no one from the losing team has a small shield prepared, you can one-shot essentially everybody. It's kind of insane, just a little bit. Going into this third round, though, of the second half, going to be seeing a lot more Vandals, though.
Cover going out.
See if that's enough for Boise to turn this over. Garza's still holding down this Marshall, is able to take out the Trailblazer. Just waiting for something, anything. Meanwhile, at mid, Prestige can be trying to push up. Able to take out Santos while blinded. Wow. Still holding down this B main here. J-Dub has the Judge ready. This could be really bad. If Skies gets a little bit... I don't know about that. No. Okay. You're scaring me now. J-Dub throws the flash and a decoy. Scares Skies off. Here comes Scalasis. Clears out the site for the team. They're ready to plant. It's going to be 5-3 here. looks good so far. However, you always gotta, you gotta recognize Zanzi's got that Phantom and knows how to use it. Here comes J-Dub as well. Sets up the flash. Here goes the blind from Blobster. He starts pushing down, able to take out Skelsis as well. 3v1, it's all up to Blobster now. Able to take out Sky, but Rayon will be there, gets the 3K as well. Wow. Jeremy, what do you think of that play? That's what I'm saying, big dog. High five. I quit. I don't know how to deal with you, man. You're always so distant and cold. I don't get it. What's up with this guy, man? Jeez. Well, after a round like that, Nevada might want to switch up their strategy a little bit. Looks like they're going to have J-Dub holding down mid again. I don't know if he still has a judge. Skelsis holding the tightest angle possible. And pushes up into Zanzi, who's holding ropes. Sky able to take out Blobster. Tells the team, hey guys, you might be able to go be, actually never mind, gets taken out by J-Dub, who continues to hold down the, oh, Garza? How'd you get back there? Okay. 4v3 now. Boise State deciding to kind of separate a little bit, have Master go off on his own. Try to find a kind of pick. Sees J-Dub. Not able to get it though. Meanwhile, Garza gets traded. 3v2 here. Prestige barely able to dodge Zanzi.
30 seconds left.
At least for now, all up to Zanzi to decide if you want to push up into that angle or not. Prepared with the plant. Got to make sure that there's no one on site though. Plant's in the back corner. Master decides to smoke off Heaven. Zanzi still ready though. Takes out Master, just absolutely patient, holding that angle for, I think that was a solid 30 seconds. Prestige gets taken out by J-Dub. That's going to be another round for Nevada. Wow. That was, I mean, a lot of that just came down to Zanzi holding down the same angle for that long. Because eventually you get to a point where you just consider, yeah, there's no one up there. There's no sound, there's nothing, there's been nothing. But what if there was something? What if there is? You know what I'm saying, Jeremy? High five, man. I don't know. It just seems like you're off and you're doing your own thing, you know. You barely ever want to reply to my comms, you know, like you don't even recognize just how big of a weapon differential this is between Boise State and Nevada this next round. A lot of Phantoms and Vandals, you know, compared to the Sheriffs. You have nothing to say about that? Whatever, man. Whatever. Sky tries to find it, is able to get a hit off on Blobster. A little bit spooked, I don't blame you. Gonna be a big push here from Boise State. We might be seeing Broncos have Sky Flash, Raise Nade, Satchel's in as well. J-Dub able to get one, but gets traded out. Sky will be there to take out Blobster as well. It's a 3v3. Grabs the Vandal. That's going to be pretty huge. Nevada has, well, I mean, if you're seeing what I'm seeing here, this could be big from Garza, playing from that, you know, from Garage. And that's going to be forced to complete rotation. Now suddenly Boise State has to retake for the plant. Santos is able to take the last two though, and that's going to be bringing it up to a 6-11. Wow. mean, it's never over till it's over, but, I mean, at this point, you might want to be considering a switch up in strategy. Boise State had Vandals, they had not Sheriffs, they had Vandals, they had Phantoms. By all means, I think they should have had that round locked in, but it just didn't happen. Going up against some Sheriffs and I suppose a couple Spectres, but I don't know. I don't think that should be enough to turn it over that easily. Got to be using that util to its full effect, playing a little bit more patient, I believe.
You want to play?
We'll be seeing it here again. A little bit of a mid-war zone. Going to be shut down by Rairiana. Or Rairiana. I'm sorry. Rairiana is able to get a quick 2 on A because it looks like Nevada got a little bit too overzealous, decided to start pushing some angles, so you probably shouldn't have. Rairiana also able to get a 3rd, but gets traded out by J-Dub. Huge there.
One enemy remaining.
Rairiana takes out J-Dub. It's going to be a 4-1. Zanzi coming through mid. Plant goes down. Here comes Zanzi. Able to get 1 with the Phantom on Sky. Continues to push down. Gets taken out by Master. There you go. I mean, well, we saw it there. It seems like Nevada got a little bit overconfident there, and it started pushing some angles that they shouldn't have. And Rairiana definitely played off of that. If Nevada were to learn anything from that round, it's that you got to be playing back a little bit more. But I think Boise State recognizes, hey, you know, you can keep pushing into our side again. That's fine by us. We totally won't be hiding in a corner, you know. Haha. You should totally push. Haha. Why are you looking at me like that, Jeremy? Jeez.
Shadows traveling.
Scousis goes up onto the boxes. Doesn't see anyone, though. Prestige. Just looking for something here.
Found one.
Throws out the ult.
3 for 3. Fire in the hole.
Scalasis pops the ult. Doesn't find anyone though. Blobster holding a big angle there. Is able to get Scalasis. Garza though with the 3K is just absolutely going to take that. What a sweep there. Wow.
Match point.
That was the quickest 4K I've seen in quite a minute. I could barely even register that. Where were you hiding? Okay, yeah, just a lot of just holding around that pillar. Just back and forth. Just weave one, find one pick over to the other side, find another, back and forth, back and forth. Scalasis throws the nade right off the bat. Stun from Santos. Immediately able to take. Wow.
Spike down A.
I think Nevada. What? Don't speak too soon. Jada
Defenders win.
able to get Master though. Saw something. I saw a flicker of something there. It was a little scary. But that's going to be map 1 taken by Nevada. And what a game that was. What do you think? I'm not even going to ask, honestly. See the players on stage getting prepped for round 2 here. I don't like this guy, to be honest. Do you want to send them to break? Do you want me to? All right, Jeremy, go ahead. Okay, whatever. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes. You know, get some food, get some water. We will be right back for Game 2 of the Mountain West Conference, Boise State versus University of Nevada. Right after this. Bye-bye.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
At Blue Ribbon Painting, we're proud to be a locally family-owned and operated business dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's freshening up your home with interior or exterior painting or tackling a commercial project, we got you covered. When you choose Blue Ribbon Painting, you're not just hiring painters. You're getting a team that's committed to making your vision a reality. Call or text us at 208-369-2583 or visit us at blueribbonpainting.net. Your project deserves a blue ribbon finish.
No. Come on, where is it?
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app here. Any chance you're missing a debit card? Let's get that taken care of for you. With ICCU's card control, you can turn any card off with the tap of your finger.
You've got it.
And back on again. Out, 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 out. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
Is your IT setup held together by duct tape and hope? Don't worry, Alpine IT Group has your back. We handle on-site support, service desks, cloud management, office phone systems, mobile device management, and more. And the best part, we can fix things remotely, so you can concentrate on your clients. Call Alpine IT Group at 1-888-720-4769 or visit alpineitgroup.com today. Scaling success together and completely duct tape free.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Arena. I'm still Dallin, and we're about to start game 2. Boise State versus University of Nevada in the Mountain West Conference. Nevada was able to take game 1 on split, and now I believe, what was the map? Ooh, I can remember this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I can't remember. Wait, hold on. I've got some divine. It's Lotus. It's Lotus. I remember now. I remember. Gonna be going into this one. Jeremy, get off your phone. We're about to start. What are you doing, man? Oh, my. Whatever. After game one, I mean, we saw a lot of Bronco performances. Ray Rihanna specifically doing exceptionally well, but they're going to have to do a lot in order to try and take down University of Nevada after that first one. We saw J-Dub specifically on the Yoru doing a lot of good work there. But before we do any of that, we're going to be doing Doc's keys to the games in Valorant. That's going to be flank efficiently, spend and peak wisely, diminish their economy and loot. And this one's a personal favorite of mine because it's actually my key to the game. Don't trust the right click. Classic right clicks will get you killed. That is my common rule. You always think, oh, he's right in front of me. He's literally 5 feet straight in front of me. This should be the easiest pick of my life. All I need to do is click the right click button on my mouse. And then suddenly you realize, wait a second. That only did like 20. And then you die. Don't let that happen to you. Don't trust the right click. You've got 12 bullets in that classic. Just use left click. Be a little bit more precise with your gunshots. And it's that easy. That's Doc's keys to the game, brought to you by Blue Ribbon Painting. Well, I mean, going into this one on Lotus, going to be the first three-sighted map in terms of this match-off between BSU and University of Nevada. We saw last week Boise State do exceptionally well against University of Hawaii. I believe the final score was 13-5. We saw some very strong performances, and in terms of characters, I believe we saw Skelesis on... No, we saw Sky on the Yoru. We saw, I think it was an Omen. We saw some Teho. I imagine we'll probably see Teho again on Lotus, just because of how strong of a pick he is in terms of being able to break those breakable walls. Going to be a lot of interesting picks here. But I'm also interested in seeing what University of Nevada picks, because just based on how they played their comp on split, I think this one could be way more interesting. Boise State on defense this round as well. I'm not sure how that'll affect their comp, if it will at all. But once again, you got to be hoping as Nevada picks attack, if they're choosing not to go Sentinel again, they got to get as many rounds off as they can in the first half, because if they don't, it will be much difficult as the game progresses. 13-7 though on split. They started trying to come back a little bit, but unfortunately just wasn't enough for them to actually turn it back around. Ray Rihanna on the Vise. I forgot the Vise is an often picked Sentinel on Lotus from BSU. Going to be seeing Skelesis as well, Clove, Yoru, and one other that I can't remember. We'll see it here in a moment, but for now, Mountain West, Boise State versus Nevada. Here we go. Boise State players fueled a win with the Dairy West fueling station as well, filled with chocolate milk, cheeses, and tons of dairy snacks. Dairy West fuels the Broncos. I love Dairy West, dude. They got a bunch of good stuff, and it's just right behind me. It's very nice. I love it. Going into this game one, though, going to be really interesting. Boise State on defense. We're going to be seeing a lot of Vise, I believe probably on A side as well, just to try and shut down any immediate pushes. Not sure what picks we got from other characters. Okay, let's see it now. J-Dub on the Rays. Garza on Tejo. Tejo is just all over this map. Blobster once again running the Omen. Santos as well. And yeah, all the other picks are the same. It's just going to be Garza switching it up here. Yeah, that's going to be seeing some small shields. A lot of ghosts going around here as well. And it looks like we're going to be seeing a big old push here from Nevada. See how that plays out. A is about to become a war zone. Skelesis preps the salvos. Immediately gets stunned. No picks to go off, though. Everyone was a little bit too scared. And Nevada is immediately going to back off and start creating a huge push towards B. All four players back up behind the wall, but unfortunately for them, the drone sent out by Tejo is going to find, I believe, all of them. Sky's still holding off, waiting for him to potentially try and re-peek. There go the salvos. Skies gets taken out by Blobster. One headshot will do it. Master's able to get 2 in return. Skeletos will be there too with a little bit of a salvo pick. Just like that, it's 3v1. They know he's in B site, and they know that he doesn't have Spike, but Skeletos is going to take that fight anyways. Because, you know, sometimes it's all you got to do. See what they buy in terms of this round one. A lot of Spectres. Some of them will save their ghosts. And Ariana will pick up the Guardian. Interesting. Meanwhile, Nevada's going to be picking up a couple Sheriffs, and some will just stay with their classics. I mean, in terms of what you do for this round one, as Boise State, I don't think you play super, I don't think you push up super far. But it looks like Boise State will do that, and it works out just fine for them. They're able to get the orb, and they're able to continue to push up because no one from Nevada is there on that A side. They are all on B. But Master doesn't seem to know it quite yet. Sends up a smoke. There comes all the utility. Master's able to find 2 with just a ghost before getting traded out by Zanzi. Scalasis is there, and even though the stun went out, J-Dub was able to take him out. Rariana's still there. Gonna try and rotate before the other players get the chance. J-Dub and Zanzi getting ready to fight off against Rariana. Able to take 1 on Zanzi, and then just all the other shots go somewhere else. But Sky will be there to back it up. Do what you gotta do. Oof. Stun like that. And yeah, I mean, Master was just able to get some crazy picks there with the Ghost. Created a big lead there for Boise State that they could play off of. However, we will see Nevada, though, with a lot of Vandals and Phantoms this round. Standard. There go the salvos to try and prevent any Omen TP pushes. But once again, it doesn't look like Nevada's there. They are all pushing C this time around. It's going to be up to Rariana. Sets up the Razor Vine. Also has a flash prepped as well. Scalasis is there, ready to set up a stun. Throws the drone out, immediately taken out. Sets up the stun again. Waiting for something. They know that the shear is there. Garza able to shut it down. And although it looks like all Nevada players are there, it looks like they're ready for some sort of flank. Master Hill response. Skies does not see it coming from Zanzi. Here comes Skelesis. Sends out the salvos. Prevent plant for just a little bit longer.
30 seconds left.
Sends out the stun. See anyone. Master able to take 1, gets taken out. Zanzi on a 3K here. Could potentially see an ace. Rariana takes out J-Dub with the Guardian.
Last player standing.
That's Zanzi.
Enemy remaining.
Shut down from Rariana, no ace. This is a 1v1, but Lobster will be there with the Spectre. Just unfortunate timing there. Played patiently and was able to play off of that. Rariana almost had it though. I'm amazed it was as close as it was. Unfortunately, when you're this deep into the round, you have no idea where anyone is because you've been smoked off the entire time, so your options are very limited. So that's going to be the first round for Nevada. Not a bad round, though, considering Boise State was able to take out 4 of the 5 members, although it was a loss. It's the silver linings. Skies pushes up once again. Throws the fake TP and then just re-TPs it, I guess. Sure. There go the salvos. Immediately shuts down the drone thanks to the salvo. Garza able to take out Sky. Skelesis. Looks like Prestige is going to back up here a little bit while Nevada slowly pushes up into this A site. This could be big here if he's able to get the right blind off, or maybe a stun as well. See what happens. Just waiting for someone to push up a little too far, get the pick, and then play off of Util, I'm guessing. Sees him. Backs off. Still 40 seconds left in the round, so you can... Skelesis, preps the salvos. Doesn't see anyone there to the right because Nevada players are basically all in sight or holding down in that garden. Master pushed into sight. It's going to be all up to one J-Dub. A will take the one. Master Rez is not done yet. Gets taken out again by J-Dub. Looks a little bit more feasible here if it's not played properly. But Prestige is able to take it out. Yeah, turn this into a 3v1. You play it a little bit safe. I mean, J-Dub just had that on lock, I guess. Able to take one and then just do it again. Unfortunately, at that point, you're at half HP. You know, you're running out of ammo. Don't have any util to support you, so outcome is to be expected. Boise State running basically all Vandals, all full shields. Meanwhile, Nevada is kind of forced to half by this mostly, except for... I believe it was Lobster on a Vandal. Played for the rest of the team. Able to get the scan out. Suppresses someone. Skelesis holding a very tight corner there. Just waiting for someone to push up a little bit too far. Doesn't happen. Nevada shows a little bit of restraint. Meanwhile, Tejo plays with that shear. Shear goes up. Tejo's stuck on C site to play against this Rairiana. See how this goes. Sets with the Razor Vine. Knows he's back site. Communicates it with Santos. Gets the stun, but it's not enough. Might be seeing a Steel Garden here, though. This could be big. Not sure if they were in range or not. Skies is going to check with the Dimensional Drift, see where all the players are at. Finds all 4 players basically backside. Communicates it all. It's basically just the living recon tool. Just, hey, ping, there's that guy. Ping, there's another guy. Ping, hey, there we go. And then, before you know it, just an immediate retake. Don't you do it. I'm just going to flash him. Save your flashes for next round. You never know when you might need the eco. And even though it was all 4 players from Nevada all holding that back of sight, it was just overwhelming amounts of utility. Master just going ham back sight, Celsius too. And even though it didn't show in terms of the KD, I do believe that Dimensional Drift was able to make that round turn the way it did. Master has been getting a lot of headshots so far this first half as well. I gotta give it up. Seen a very impressive performance so far. Nevada all kind of stacked up against this A site. Here comes the Viper Wall. There goes the Omen blind. A little bit farther back site as Nevada slowly pushes up. That Viper Wall is going to be a huge problem if they don't know how to deal with it. Here comes the Breach stun, unfortunately. Blind is 1. Scalus is able to get 1 just with the ult itself. Take another with the Vandal. Garza is going to get a 2 as well. Leave it as a 2-2. Lobster and Garza versus Skelesis and Rairiana. Rairiana holding a little bit of a flank. Sets up the blind.
Enemy remaining.
Works
Spike
very well.
down
Just
A.
great communication there between Skelsis and Ariana. Able to get that pick off. Now it's a 2v1 for Blobster. Able to get to
30
that
seconds
spike.
left.
Doesn't have an ult though. So options are very limited. Decides to continue to make the slow voyage towards A site. Once again, the flash, they didn't even attempt to shoot it down. So was able to get another and just two kills for the price of one flash. What an acceptable deal. I will take that deal any day of the week. And to Master, that's absolutely nothing. Wow. Great use of Ariana Vi's utility. And that's going to leave the score at 5-1. Pretty stark difference from what we saw before on Split. Immediately sends the salvos to break the door. It's a common strat. Here comes the drone. The nade backside. Skelsis gets taken out by Zanzi with just a sheriff headshot. Master will be there though.
Spike down. C.
3v2 here.
Remaining.
Prestige getting pick after pick. It's just going to be Zanzi. Skies. Yeah, okay, I was worried. I didn't know if we were popping the knives yet. We've seen it before. That's all I'm saying. We've seen it before. Master's playing exceptionally well this first half. I mean, a lot of headshots going around. Very consistent gun aiming. It's all around very, very, very good stuff. Zanzi, once again, a top performer as well. Just knows how to play around that utility very well. And as a controller, you can use your utility to block people off, but if you know how to play with it instead of just to have others play against it, you can use it to an incredible degree. Prestige sends the aftershock, as well as a flash. Skies is not falling for the blobs for TP. They've come to expect it as a common strat, is just have the Omen immediately TP behind the pillar.
Spike down A.
Gonna be 4v2 now. However, Nevada has 2 ults to play with. Doesn't seem like they're gonna be using it though. J-Dub able to get a quick 2. Both players on the flank. I mean, it could be a worse strategy, I suppose. As long as J-Dub doesn't see them both at the same time, I think this could work. Master has 2 smokes at the ready, as well as a...
Last player standing.
Whoa, J-Dub doing a whole lot right now. Pops the Razor Vine. Gotta avoid the nade. Has the blind as well. Declines to use it. Here comes the J-Dub ult. Sees that he's not there. Shoots it a little too far, and Ariana will be there. Wow. That positioning, I did not think that would work out on Ariana's favor. I guess J-Dub just assumed that Ariana would be playing a little bit farther backside, considering the ult, and not right around the corner. As soon as that ult went off, just it was right there. And was able to take the round as well. I will say, though, that should not have been as close as it was. J-Dub popped off. Wow. 4K. I believe it was in a 2v4 there. Just immediately able to take 1, 2, 3.
Missiles away.
As well as a 4 from the beginning. Almost aced it. Skelsis sets up the drone, potentially. Meanwhile, a little bit of a confrontation here on A site. Stun's going to be enough for Sky to back off. Prestige. Well, I mean, it looks like Nevada entirely is just playing for the time here that they have allotted. 1 minute left entirely. Dimensional Drift going to go out, try and figure out what Nevada's planning to do. Sees one at the A site and just immediately goes for the pick there. Taken out. Because if you can communicate that your ult's coming out, and it's just like, hey guys, I think he's trying to fight me right now. If you can communicate that, it's really hard to use it. You really have to find that isolated pick. Rairiana dodges the Tejo ultimate. Garza is able to get a quick 2.
30 seconds.
And it looks like Nevada's just going to be completely rotating over to B site.
Last player standing.
Master's going to get taken out. 1v4 here.
Spike planted.
Oh, I mean, you're able to take a quick one. Sure. Good trade. Good trade. Going to be leaving it at a 7-2 now. Still a 5-round differential. In terms of weaponry, it's pretty even. Ults, it's pretty even as well. I will say, though, this is... A lot of this game is just coming down to how well can you communicate with your Breach player, Prestige and Santos. As long as you're able to tell them, hey, there's a guy right here, I need you to stun him. If you can do that the right times, you know, effectively use that util, it can be make a major difference. Sky recognizes the risk of the situation that they're in, backs off quick. Master holding down this B site here. Rairiana on C. Still has the shear set up. Just in case they try to push through to C. Sorry, push through to C site. All the Nevada players still once again playing for the time that they have. Looks like they'll be pushing up. Into A site. Stun goes out. Sky's able to take 2. And once again, we're seeing it. It just says Prestige. There's people here. I need a stun. And then you're able to get a quick 2. That's a great trade. Skelesis able to take one as well. Master reses after getting taken out. Prestige as well. It's going to be a 2v2. Master has to get a pick here or else it's going to get taken out. However, there's only 10 seconds left. Able to take one, is in the game still. J-Dub tries to push through with the satchel. Doesn't find it though. Wow. 8-2 now. And yeah, once again, it's just Prestige. Hey, there's people here. Boom. Take a quick 2. There you go. It really can be that simple as long as you have great communication. It's crazy how different these comps would be if there wasn't as amazing communication as there was between both teams. Probably see a lot more Reynas. Skelesis throws the stun, doesn't find anyone though, immediately backs off. Has an ult though. Here comes the annihilation, maybe? There it comes. Nevada's going to have to make a move. Looks like they're both just going to be spacing to the sides of the B opening. No one pushing through the site. However, looks like Skelesis is able to get a pick here. Rairiana on the flank as well. Could get a pick here. There it is. Rairiana taking out Garza and Santos as well. And Blobster, Rairiana going crazy on the flank. J-Dub though with the Sheriff able to take 2. Wow, 9-2 overall.
Last round in the half.
Sometimes a flank can make a big difference. You always got to be expecting it. Even if you know where someone is. for a fact, positions can change and people will recognize your position and try and outmaneuver you. Especially with some of these picks here. Sky, you can never be quite sure where Yoru is, so you should always be expecting a flank from him. Prestige preps the ult, never mind. Players up a little bit too far. Master able to dodge the ultimate. Flash goes out, doesn't find anyone. Blobster's gonna get the pick. 3v5 now. Last round of the half. Sends the Steel Garden as well. Here comes the breach ult. Boom. Gotta push this quick here. Takes out one. That's the one you need. No more Zanzi ult.
Last player standing.
1v2. Major turnaround. Prestige has a chance here. Blobster very low. No way. No way. Prestige able to stick it all the way. That's going to be 10-2.
Switching sides.
Wow. I mean, yeah, really, what can you do? You set up a smoke like that, you've got to play with it, Blobster. You have created this mess. You choose the buttons you press. That I will say though, the use of the ultimates together though, between both Prestige and Rayriana though, able to take out Zanzi. If Zanzi was left standing, there is no shot that Boise State would have won. So they were very, very, I don't even know what the adjective would be to describe that. They just knew what they were doing and they got it done. Effective use of utility.
No peeking.
Rayriana able to take out Santos on mid. Might communicate that to the rest of the team. J-Dub able to take out Sky. Plant going down. There you go. And now, with the Tejo still standing, this might be a little bit more difficult for Nevada to retake. Because with the Tejo, all you need to do is press E and click the left mouse button 2 times. And you can basically chill for an entire like 10 seconds. But Skelesis and Master say, we'll get the picks anyway. 11-2 now. Wow. Boise State knows their Lotus. They know how to play this map very well. Worried about Garza getting those 2 picks though, and just Master just coming in and just 1, 2. Thank you. Going to this round though, even though it's 11-2, we're still going to be seeing a save round from Nevada. See how they play this out. Here comes the salvos. And we said it before. I mean, it's been said multiple times. Nevada has to hope to get as many rounds as they can in this first half, because if they don't, the second half becomes so much more difficult for them. No form of Sentinel means that just these pushes through to these sites becomes much more difficult to try and withstand. We're seeing that here. A lot of utility being used here, but if it's not a shear wall from a Vise or a Sage or something, that means you're going to have to force your players to come over instead of just using the utility to hold them off. Meanwhile, on A site, Garza is able to take out Sky, but Rayriana will be able to get the trade. Boise State is able to take basically the entirety of A site. Skelesis. Oh no, the shear. Womp womp. Sends out the salvos. Maybe you get it. I don't know. We'll see. 4v4 here. See on Toast, preps the stun. Master able to get one. Dodges yet another stun.
One enemy remaining.
Master, don't you do it. Okay, Master doesn't res. 3v1 here. There go the salvos. Rariana does not care. All up to one Santos. Has a Sheriff and is basically one shot. However, Rariana's one shot too. Skelesis will be there though to save Rariana. And this is going to be match point.
Match.
Master though, able to get those very close picks here. I can't believe you were able to dodge both stuns like that just by holding into that corner. Well, you got to buy up as much as you can here if you're Nevada right now. So even though it is kind of like a buy round for him, considering it was a save round last round, okay, sure. Sky's able to get the quick one and get out of there immediately. That's what you're hoping to do if you're playing Yoru. You get the pick and you just dip. Prestige. Rariana sets up the drone backside on C. They know there's some players still back there. They just immediately take B side over. Santos able to get one, gets traded out. 4v2 now. It's starting to look bleak for Nevada in terms of this game too. Sky's holding off for the C player. Garza able to get the pick though. Evens it up, 2v2. Master will be there. Prepared. Sends the stun. Lobster gets hit by it. Oh, that's crazy timing. Master says, nah, let's run that back, please. Gets taken out again. Prestige has the blind. Knows exactly where he is. Fakes the plant. Knows he's faking it. Oh, my. That's going to do it. Huge difference in terms of this game 1 to this game 2. And you can definitely see it. And I believe that was just a 13-2 overall, a big Lotus sweep. We know that Boise State loves that map. And, I mean, hey, it worked out for him. I will say, though, a couple close calls. A lot of those rounds came up to being, like, essentially 1v1s. Some interesting interactions all around. I mean, we saw that Raze, which player was it? J-Dub. J-Dub with the ultimate not hitting the ultimates from time to time, just like based on bad positioning, just hoping that someone was there and they just happened to not be there. So, I mean, with a round like that, or rather an entire game like that, that means we're going to be going to a game 3. Here in a little bit. Me and Jeremy are going to try and discuss our differences, figure out what this rift is between us, because there's something going on here. So we will be right back right after this. See you in a bit.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Is your IT setup held together by duct tape and hope? Don't worry, Alpine IT Group has your back. We handle on-site support, service desks, cloud management, office phone systems, mobile device management, and more. And the best part, we can fix things remotely, so you can concentrate on your clients. Call Alpine IT Group at 1-888-720-4769 or visit alpineitgroup.com today. Scaling success together and completely duct tape free.
No. Come on, where is it?
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app here. Any chance you're missing a debit card? Let's get that taken care of for you. With ICCU's card control, you can turn any card off with the tap of your finger.
You got it.
And back on again. Out, 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 out. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
At Blue Ribbon Painting, we're proud to be a locally family-owned and operated business dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's freshening up your home with interior or exterior painting or tackling a commercial project, we've got you covered. When you choose Blue Ribbon Painting, you're not just hiring painters. You're getting a team that's committed to making your vision a reality. Call or text us at 208-369-2583 or visit us at blueribbonpainting.net. Your project deserves a blue ribbon finish.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Arena. We are in it for Game 3 of Boise State versus the University of Nevada here in the Mountain West Conference. This is the last game in our best of 3. We saw them go on Split. We saw them go on Lotus and essentially sweep on Lotus 13-2, I believe. Wow. 7-13. They lost on Split. What I'm basically saying is this could go either. Can you stop? I'm Dallin and I'm joined by Jeremy. I don't. Can you go away? Can you go? Jeremy? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Well, I mean, what do you even say? What do you even say? We've seen some great performances all around so far from these players. We've seen Master on that last round go crazy on the Clove. We've seen J-Dub in both Split and kind of on Lotus doing very well on these duelist roles. This could go either way. It really is a toss-up here in terms of what we're seeing. But what's not a turn up is this map. It's going to be Haven. We've seen this before. We have seen how well Boise State can play on these three-sided maps like Haven and Lotus, especially last week, because we also saw Boise State go against University of Hawaii on Haven as well, and they did very, very well. So, I mean, maybe they keep this kind of pressure up. There's we've seen them do this well before. I believe we could see them do it again. I imagine we might be seeing a similar comp. I don't know if we'll be seeing a Tejo, though. Tejo is very strong if you've got those breakable doors like you do on Lotus or your Abyss. But on Haven, it's about as standard as it gets, except for the fact that it's 3 instead of 2 sites. I don't know. We'll have to see as we go into that. We've seen some pretty interesting comp matchups so far. We haven't seen a single mirror match, which honestly, I'll say it, I kind of like it. I get kind of tired of the mirror matches. Well, we've got a good match going here. I think this is going to be a good one. And just like that, locking it in from both sides, it's an ISO. I literally couldn't predict that if I wanted to. I imagine it's just solely around the ult being able to rip people off of Spike. But, I mean, I spoke it, and it's a mirror match. I've cursed myself. I've done it. Oh, dear. Rihanna, come on. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Please. Spare me the shame. Oh, no. Well, we've got an ISO, a Yoru, an Omen, a Sova, and a Cypher. The meta must have shaken up considerably because I'm not seeing a Jet in sight. I've always kind of figured Haven to be one of the more vertically interesting maps. A lot of interesting angles that you can hold. But it seems like Omen's going to be kind of fulfilling that role in terms of TPing up to certain angles. See how that goes. It's going to be Boise State versus Nevada. Game 3 of the Mountain West Conference. We are in for a good one. And once again, Boise State players fuel the win with the Dairy West Fueling Station filled with chocolate milk, cheeses, and tons of dairy snacks. My personal favorite, I gotta say it, I love their milk, dude. They're what's it? I mean, they've got some juice boxes. They've got cheese sticks. They got a bunch of stuff. I'm a big fan. I'm a big dairy guy, so a huge vouch from me. Going into this though, Boise State on defense, Nevada on offense. We've seen this before. So really, with this match, considering that it is a mirror match entirely, this really is just going to be you can't say it's just based on the matchup, that you're going against, because you're basically going against yourselves. Skies can be immediately pushing up mid here. We can be seeing a big push here from Nevada, both through short and long at the same time. Cypher trip to shut it down, any sort of flank. Can't get over it. Shoots the trip and immediately gets out of there. Plays from CT. Garza is there to take out Skelesis and Rihanna, but Sky will be there to take one as well. That was just pick after pick. There's too much information to register all at once. I gotta see the replay. Good play here, by the way. Able to take out the trip and then immediately rotate, so that way you kind of disorient Santos on the Cypher this time around. Doing that on a Yoru was very nice, because once you do that, suddenly you have no idea where they're at. Or, I mean, if you're on the opposing side, you have an idea of where they're at, and then you end up being completely wrong.
I must wait a moment.
Rihanna on the Cypher. Holding it down with just a ghost. Meanwhile, Sky's with the Guardian. Prestige as well. Skelis is holding it down with the Sheriff. We're seeing a lot of stuff mid-site. Or I guess it's like mid-lobby. Skelis is able to get just one headshot. I don't know what happened to the shield, but it was gone. Lobster, though, with the Sheriff, gets traded out by Master. Prestige throws the blind. It's kind of the cue for Boise State to start pushing into the site because it hits both players at the same time. Santos is basically one shot here. This can be really hard to try and fight off. And just like that, Boise State's able to take this round 2 as well. Good lead so far. You did lose 3, though, in that round 2. That's going to be a little bit tough in terms of how you buy up in round 3. Going to be, I believe, retrieving a Vandal or something. Maybe a Guardian. We'll see. We'll see what he gets. Big robot. Wow. Yeah, I just picked up another Guardian. Which for this next round, it'll work. It'll do its job. Skelsis buying up a Vandal as well. Meanwhile, Nevada, basically Vandals and Sheriffs all around. What's to be expected? And now at this point, Nevada's got to be hoping for a win here. If you do not get this, you're going to be having a rough round 4. I will say, though, that the gun economy is a little bit more even here than we've seen in the past. Sky's able to take one, gets traded out. Skelesis in return trades out Lobster. Skelesis gets smoked off. Could be playing for a nice angle here. Prestige. Blind's long, but there's no one there.
Enemy remaining.
Prestige able to take out J-Dub. And just like that, that's going to be round 3. And I've spoken it into Will. Nevada is now going to have a very rough round 4. My bad. Just like that. We're seeing Prestige with a solid 5-0 right now. Still has yet to die. I mean, well, yeah. What are you gonna do here? Sheriff, Stingers. You're gonna be hoping for a little bit more of a close range fight. And I guess for Nevada, that means you're gonna be trying to push up mid. Master sets up the shield. Sees Garza. Not able to get the pick though. Garza actually takes out Master in return. Skelesis sends out the drone to get Blobster. Is able to get the pick as well. It's going to be 3v1 here. Just Santos alone. Just like that. 4-0. Wow. Good play here from Skelesis. Used the drone and the shocks to kind of force Blobster into a fight. Just managed to play through the smoke and get that pick. Strong start here from Boise State. We're going to be seeing 2-dimensional drift ults potentially in the same round. We'll see how this goes.
Who's next?
We see one from Garza. Pushes up through short. Sees Skelesis. Got to keep your gun out. You never want to have an ability out when you have dimensional drift near you. That can get you killed quick. Zanzi is able to take out Zelesis. 1 silver remains. Prestige. Play a little bit of a reconnaissance ult. Doesn't see anyone though.
Cover going out.
Santos takes out Rihanna.
I know exactly.
Sets up the shield. Able to take, Master's able to take out J-Dub. This could be big. Ooh, but a big blind there from Skies. Flashes both friends and foes. And that's going to be enough for Nevada to take that round. Is that Skies popping the operator in a small shield? Okay. Sure. Why not? We'll see how this goes. I'm down for it. No TP to get out though? Is he just gonna stick with it? Okay, has a TP to get out, yeah. Sky's able to take one with the up. I stand corrected. I apologize. I did not see your game. I did not know. Meanwhile, Master fights off on this B site here.
No charges.
Garza slowly walks behind. This could be bad for Master if he isn't checking his angles. Rayon able to get a quick 2 off plant. Sets up shield. Time for Garza to push. Knows that he's in there. TP's out, but Rayon was there, prepared for the TP. And that's going to be 5-1 for Boise State. Starting to look like a little bit of a sweep here. I'm just saying. I don't want to curse anything, though, so I will say Nevada has a chance of taking it back. Ha ha ha. A lot of this is just going to come down to, well, this round specifically, I think is going to come down to how you use the abilities, because guns are looking pretty similar. Master just straight up does not care. Immediately pushes up A long. Could get a huge flank here if it weren't for a Cypher trip to hold it off. Meanwhile, Nevada slowly pushing into this B site here. Prestige throws up a smoke. Gets smoked off as well. Rihanna backs off around the corner. Here comes the ult. Hunter's Fury. There goes the decoy. See if it finds anyone. Oh, found one. Wee woo. 4v2 here now. Master's holding an insane angle. If this ends up Master, okay. I don't know how on earth you knew that J-Dub was there, but hey, it works. Garza needs to get the spike somehow if you have any chance of winning this round, but Master will be there as well to turn it into a 6-1. Yeah, as soon as that spike went down, though, it was just really difficult for them to try and take that back. You got to be aware of where your spike guy's at, your spike holder. I mean, in terms of weapons, yeah, it's got to be sheriffs all around from everybody. Yeah,
Scanning ahead.
doesn't look too great.
There they are.
Rihanna.
Why destroyed?
Master's able to take one. Rihanna gets 2. Still lives. That was an incredibly quick round 8. Wow. Sky's still holding on to that operator. Jeez. Well, I mean, you used your sheriffs last round. You kind of expected that you were going to probably lose, so you can't be too upset about that. Vandals and Phantoms now. Gotta hope for a win here, though, soon, if you're Nevada. Especially considering the circumstances. Garza is able to take out Master. Garza pops the ult.
It's you and me.
Uh-oh. Rihanna gets taken out by J-Dub. 2v2 now.
Spawn. One enemy remaining.
Now it's just up to one soul J-Dub here. Has the shield thanks to the ultimate. Might lose it here now. Just like that. That's going to be 8-1. Slowly but surely, this is looking to be potentially even more of a sweep than Lotus was. But I mean, how many times do I need to say it? Boise State knows how to play Lotus and Haven specifically. These 3-sided maps, that's their forte. Just basically just, you know, eating up all of the credits now at this point. You have enough to buy 2 operators now. Jeez. Master has ult ready. Sees one. Garza able to get the sheriff pick. Definitely needed that if you want to try and turn this round around. Here comes the drone. Sees him. Garza will be there, prepares for the Skelesis before Skelesis could even make a move. Ah! Prestige able to take out Santos. These rounds are going by very fast, and if that means anything, I think your cue for that is that Nevada is trying to push these rounds a little bit too fast. You got to play a little bit more timely, a little more patient. Because these pushes, these fast pushes, are just not working out in their favor. I can see what they were going here, like this A-long push. It started working out in their favor, but I don't know. As soon as they ended up actually getting to the site, it just hurt them so much more. I think if you're Nevada at this point, you probably just want to take those picks and you want to back off. You have a little bit of a lead there. There's no reason to keep trying to push. Especially when they were able to turn it around as quickly as they do. Skies hits the dimensional drift. They see 2 in 1 room. Just tries to find the isolated pick. Finds the other 2 players. Just can't find the solo. Might be forced to TP out. Sends the decoy. Uh-oh. Whoa! That's too much for me to keep my eyes on. Skelesis with the Odin. Okay, let's see it. 1v2 here. Trip, you can make that. You can jump that. Yeah, there you go. Santos at half HP right now. Skelesis could absolutely win this if he plays it properly. Perhaps the Odin. Just waits for someone to push him, I suppose, but then doesn't see it. Slowly inching even closer. J-Dub. Takes one, take two. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about, the running Odin? Hello? Jeremy, get back up here. You need to see this. You need to see this replay right now. What are you talking about? Dude. Wow. I mean, what do you even say about that? It wasn't, I mean, it was up to the stars, man. Luck have you have these 2 kills, I suppose. I will say, I know that Santos was at like half HP, so you have a little bit of leeway, but I don't know. Odin spamming that wall there. Master's able to take out Zanzi. Meanwhile, the rest of Nevada's going to try and split push B and C at the same time. There goes the trip. Master knows that they know. Master knows that they know that he's there. Here comes the ISO wall. Here we go. Prestige able to take out the shield. There you go. Turn it around. But Prestige, unfortunately, that's the funny part of the ISO ult is everybody knows. Doesn't even get to use the ult. Oh, no, he did. Okay.
Who's next?
Here comes Garza. Needs to grab the bomb. Grabs it. I don't really know what the purpose of doing that was. Throwing the undercut there. But whatever works. Garza running over to A, able to get bomb
30
planted.
seconds left. Spike planted.
Last round of the half. These guys can be giving up the op. Probably a good move here in a retake. Master holding the Odin, though. This could be big. Garza does not have a TP to play off of here, so he has to hope that he gets both kills at the same time.
Last player standing.
Gets one, misses on Sky. Ooh, yeah. That's going to be last round of the half, 11-1. This might even be more of a sweep than we saw in Lotus.
Cutting through.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a TP to play with here, you either have to play really patient since, you know, oh, he popped the decoy. That's why he lived. Well, well, well. 11-1. I mean, you don't exactly have the opportunity to full buy yet, so you just, you do what you can here. Some sheriffs, a lot of ghosts from the side of Nevada. But it looks like Ray Rihanna and Master kind of expecting that, getting some small shields so that way they're not just one-shot headshots. Nobody ever buys a Frenzy. I wish more people would buy Frenzies. I'm a Frenzy guy. Santos knows that there's one hiding in that top left. Or I guess Skies knew that Santos was hiding in that top left. Got my teams mixed up. Side swap, you know? Skelesis reloads at just the wrong moment so that way Garza can take advantage. Get that pick. Sky also taking out Blobster. Master, and just like that, it is now 12v1, and it is game point. This is more than match point. If Boise State wins this next round, they're just going to take it entirely. Both teams are probably going to be forced to buy up in terms of weapons. Unless we see something extremely silly like knives in mid. Which I don't think we will. I think we've seen, you never want to trust it. We've seen in the past knife fight mid go very, very wrong. So just play it like a regular round. Sets up the shield. Able to take one. Master, calm down. It's okay. Here comes Santos, off from the flank. Undercuts for the spike. Doesn't able to play off of that though. Garza able to trade out Skelesis. It's gonna be a 3v3. Master only one shot here. 6 HP. Ow. Prestige has a blind at the ready if J-Dub decides to make a move. Could get punished very heavily for it. Sends it the blind, and it works. That's communication. Oh, well, Nevada lives another day.
Portal closed. Good try, idiots.
Wow. I mean, once again, communication is key with all of these. Throws the blind so another player can peek off of it. And it just works. Fortunately, sometimes you're super low HP, you're out of util by the end of the round, and sometimes you just gotta hope. Can be 12-2 here. Zanzi sends an opening. I believe that who is it? I think it's Prestige on the Sova. I believe our Sova sends the exact same dart. Brariana. Well, Garza is able to get 2, gets traded out by Sky. That's a free Vandal up there in window, though, if you will have it. J-Dub takes out Brariana. Lobster is going to leave Skelesis with just a Sheriff in a 1v4. Takes out the shield. It would have killed. It would have. It would have. But unfortunately, that's kind of ISO's whole thing, is being able to tank that one shot, no matter how strong it would have been. So once again, Nevada lives another day. And especially now is the moment where you don't want to start leaning up and letting Nevada have these rounds, because once they start stacking and suddenly it's 12-3, then it becomes 12-6, it becomes 12-9, and suddenly you're in overtime, and then by that point you are mentally and physically drained. Master preps the ult. Oh, here we go. It's time. Santos versus Master. Here we go. Just like that. It's that easy. Come on now. 4v3 here.
And that's
Able to
the
yoink
end.
both the Cypher and the Util off of C site. Makes an easy plant here for Boise State. Here comes the dimensional drift. Skies finds 2. Tries to find the... Oh, okay. Here we go. Takes 1. Look at that bullet transfer. Wow. Hello. Absolutely insane game there from Boise State. And that's going to be a complete and total victory. A little bit of reverse there, going from 0-1 to 2-1. They turned it around, and now that's going to conclude the end of our series. That was incredible. I don't know exactly what happened there, but me and Jeremy are very happy with how that went. Right, Jeremy? That's right. Well, that's going to be the end of this entire oh, wait. Hold on. Jeremy. Did you just say top 5? Did you just say we have a top 5, Jeremy? Let's watch that top 5 now. Siege getting a little, yeah. I think that you could see the legs there thanks to that smoke overhead. Not the Viper one. Master able to trade 1 out. And there we go. That's going to be Boise State. Has the power to be more effective than a Sage Wall. It's basically like a permanent Sage Wall, really. Rariana is able to take 2 out. Wow. Site makes an easy plant here for Boise State. Here comes the dimensional drift. Skies finds 2. Tries to find the... Oh, okay. Here we go. Takes 1. Look at that bullet transfer. Wow. Quickly pushing out. Into A site. Stun goes out. Skies able to take 2. And once again, we're seeing it. It just says Prestige. There's people carrying even closer. J-Dub. Takes 1, take 2. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about, the running Odin? Hello?
At Blue Ribbon Painting, we're proud to be a locally family-owned and operated business dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's freshening up